and Jubal's second date update.
Every once in a while, we get one of those second date updates where you're like, I'm pretty sure I know why they're not getting a call back. And Cece is on the phone with us today. Cece, I think after reading your email, I know why you're not getting a call back.
You do? That's great. I want to know.
I think so. And I think after telling your story, a lot of people might agree with me. Thank you for wanting to do a second date update. What's the name of the guy you want to call today? What's his name?
Nick.
Nick.
Okay.
All right. Tell us a little bit about Nick. Where'd you meet him, first of all?
I met him on Tinder,
Mm-hmm.
and we just happened to both be free on the same night, except he was working. So we originally had plans for 7. That turned into 8, and then 9. I didn't mind that he kept texting me that he was going to be later and later with work.
Can I ask you, did he text you like before you got to wherever you guys were supposed to meet up, or were you sitting at a bar for 2 hours waiting for him to show up?
Oh, no, I was home. In fact, I had like so much time. I got to check him out on social media.
Okay.
Like he was just like really hot, and I didn't have work the next day. So when he kept postponing, I didn't care.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So when did he finally show up?
So that didn't happen because
What?
he kept postponing, and then he finally at 10:30 he told me to just come to his place and we can have drinks at his place.
Whoa.
That's not nice.
Sounds like a
I
slick
mean,
move.
as long as you were in it for just a one-night stand, too, I think it's fine. But it's not like a nice romantic gesture to ask you to come over at 10:30 at night and drink with you at his house.
Well, I didn't mind coming over. I thought it was really gracious of him.
Huh. So you went over there.
Yeah, and then you know what? I went over to his place, and the weirdest thing happened.
What?
Uh-oh.
I kept knocking on the door,
Uh-huh.
and this went on for like 20 minutes.
What?
Nobody was answering. I kept texting him, nothing. Now, guys, all night he was texting me.
Yeah.
So you went to his house and knocked on his door for 20 minutes and he didn't answer?
Wow.
No, so I started to get concerned, right? Like, oh my God, I hope he wasn't in an accident. You know, all these like horrible things are running through my mind. So I knocked on the neighbor's door and I asked him, you know, have you seen Nick?
What?
This is so
I'm
strange.
sorry, but the
And what did the neighbor
neighbors are
do?
involved?
The neighbor hadn't seen or heard him, so I told him I was Nick's sister.
What?
Okay, so you lied to the neighbor.
It was a white lie for a good cause.
For a good cause. Okay.
So in order to find out if Nick was okay, I said, could you please let me into his apartment?
Whoa. Whoa,
my
wait, you
God.
faked to be his sister in hopes the neighbors would break into his apartment so you could go in to a total stranger's house.
I didn't break in. The neighbor unlocked it for me, so you're wrong.
Okay, so they had a key.
They had a
All right,
spare.
so they had a key, and then you went into his place, and what happened?
Oh my gosh.
Hold
what
on,
are
what
you
happened?
doing?
So I was relieved to see that he was passed out. So he obviously worked many hours, and that left him exhausted.
What? Like.
So you closed up the door and left.
I thought about that, but then I decided, no, that wouldn't be right either. I mean, we did have plans to meet.
What?
So what'd you do?
So I let him keep sleeping.
Wait, you sat in his apartment while he slept?
No, that'd be weird.
Good.
No, I needed to sleep too, so he was sleeping on the couch. So I went into his bed, and
Oh.
I didn't sleep with him, guys. Come on.
Still.
Yeah, no,
That
nobody's
is
accusing you of
psycho.
sleeping with him. It's just kind of weird that you slept in his bed. He didn't
That's
even know you were in his
crazy.
place.
And how are you being so nonchalant about this? Like, there's no way you can be so naive to think that this isn't a big deal.
I was tired too. I did the responsible
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
Oh, man.
This is, I think that's illegal what you did.
Sleeping is not illegal.
Okay.
Breaking and entering is,
yeah.
for sure.
I didn't break in.
That
Okay.
doesn't,
Right.
no.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to be in there.
It's coming from
That's
a
why
good
I was
place.
saying that's the reason you're probably not getting a call back is because you broke into his place.
No, I feel like you guys are twisting my words or something.
I think you're not hearing your own words is
Yeah,
the problem. Wait, what happened? Did you stay till the morning?
I did.
Oh.
And then I love to cook, so I went in his kitchen,
Oh, my gosh.
and I thought the right thing was to make him something to eat. So I made him crepes.
That
And did he?
is crazy.
That's creepy.
Yeah, did he wake up and freak out that there was some woman in his house making him breakfast?
Dude, seriously, this is like the plot of a freaking horror film at this point.
I don't get what you guys are reacting to because Nick invited me over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
while he was awake before he fell asleep. So how did he react when he found you in his house making breakfast?
He was really surprised.
I
yeah,
bet.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked for like 10 minutes while I started to make him coffee, and he insisted that I didn't need to do that,
Yeah.
which I thought was really thoughtful of him. Like, he wanted to take care of me. Like, don't do that.
That's not what he was doing.
Yeah.
No, he was telling you probably to get out of his house because that
Yeah.
was really a huge breach of security, trust, all of it. I don't know.
Everything. Yeah, breach of everything.
Agree to disagree, guys, but I did leave.
Okay.
He said he had to get going. He said he had plans for the day. I mean, I didn't have work, so I offered for us to spend time together.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, I get it. He was tired. He worked really late.
Scared.
But,
Mhm.
yeah, so I thought we hit it off when we talked.
Okay.
But now he's not returning my calls, and I just want to know that he's okay, and he's really cute.
I don't
You
think we
said
should do
that.
this. I don't think we should call this man on your behalf.
Dude, he's probably still scared.
No, he works really hard, guys.
Does he
Yeah,
have a
got that.
restraining order? Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
We'll play a
Oh
song
my
and then come
gosh.
back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Oh, my God.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, hold
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, the more that I think about it, the more I think there was nothing wrong with what Cece did for her first date
What?
with Nick.
Kidding?
If
Stop
you're
it.
just joining us for today's second date update, Cece is on the phone, and she made plans to meet up with this dude, Nick, through Tinder. But then when it was actually time for the date, he kept having to postpone because he was at work. Anyway, fast forward to about 10:30 at night. He said, you can come over to my place for drinks. She did that, but then he wasn't answering the door. So she spent about 20 minutes trying to get him to text her back or answer the door or something. Nothing happened. So she talked to a neighbor and then told the neighbor that she was his sister. And it turns out the neighbor had a key and actually let her into Nick's apartment.
Oh, scary.
But don't worry, she didn't wake him up. She just slept in his bed until the next day.
Okay,
He
that's
was on the
normal.
couch and then woke him up with breakfast. And now she's confused why she's not getting a call back. Cece, are you ready to call him and figure out the problem?
Yes, more than ever.
You cannot be this clueless. Like, you have to know why he's not calling you back. What you did is wrong on lots of levels.
Yeah, multiple red
Okay,
flags.
I appreciate the feedback, Brooke, and that's why I called you. I just know that I don't believe I was anything more than assertive. Nick never acted scared. I didn't harm him. He was just surprised.
Okay.
Just surprised. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and surprise him again, okay?
Thank you. And I hope when you guys get him on the phone, you'll realize and did not do anything that crossed the line.
Okay. Got you. All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Nick?
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry. I said this one more time?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. Nick, the reason I'm calling you today is because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
I didn't call you guys.
No, I
No,
know. Yeah, I know that.
No.
Calling you. We got an email about you. So we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you from somebody who you sort of went on a date with.
Yeah, that's a stretch even.
Do you have a name?
I do. And before I tell you that name, I want to ask you to not hang up on me. Her name is Cece.
Yeah, she's been I know she's been trying to reach me for a while, and I have not had a chance to get back to her, but yes,
What?
I know who you're talking about.
Why are
You
you?
sound really casual about
How
this.
are you not like...
I wouldn't call it a conventional date by any means, but
Yeah.
what do you guys need to know?
Well,
What do you mean?
yeah, I mean, she just wants to know why you're not calling her back. And we all assumed it was because she kind of broke into your house while you were asleep.
And slept in your
Yeah.
bed.
Apparently, that's not a big deal.
Believe me, that sounds insane. I get it. But actually, I kind of understand what happened and why she actually ended up inside my place.
Oh my God. I don't know who
Okay.
I'm more baffled by now. Like at first, I thought Cece must have been the most clueless woman that ever walked the face of the planet. But you sound like you were okay with her breaking into your place and sleeping in your bed without you knowing?
Well, I mean, I kind of dropped off communication like kind of abruptly, and I wasn't able to get back. And it was a bit much. I'm going to agree with that, yeah. But she was concerned, and I get it.
Huh.
Okay, so if that wasn't the deal breaker for you, then why haven't you gotten back to her?
What could be worse than that? I'm so baffled right now.
We were in touch a little bit afterwards, and she texted me a picture of me sleeping.
Creepy.
And she said that she took a bunch of those pictures and she wanted to assemble like a photo book of me sleeping. I mean, she's a photographer and she's kind of out there, you know.
Wow.
This is like an art project, but I just thought, you know, it's a little intense, I think, you know, for me.
A little?
Yeah, dude.
Like, that would have most people going to the authorities to file some sort of report.
Yeah.
No, she's not like a danger like that. I mean, she's definitely eccentric. I would
Yeah.
say that.
All right, so breaking into your place, sleeping in your bed, and you didn't know she was there, not a big deal, but taking pictures of you while you're sleeping is what did it.
I mean, my understanding of this is that she didn't actually break into my place. My neighbor let her in, and
Yeah.
and I trust him implicitly, and she was clearly concerned.
But it still sounds like you were like still maybe considering going out with her.
You know, I really wasn't sure what to make of it at that point. I mean, it was so far removed from any kind of a date that it was just, I think it's like a friendship of some
Friendship.
sort.
Okay.
friend.
Well, if it's a new friendship,
Wow.
then I'll just let you talk to her right now because guess what? Cece's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious? Really?
Yes, I am. Cece, are you still there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey. I hope I didn't say anything insulting. I am totally cool, you know?
What?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I don't see why taking pictures of you when you're sleeping is creepy, but I respect your opinion.
Oh my God.
You know, it's not, I don't find it creepy, and I don't want to paint you like that. It's a little much for me, you know? I'm a little more easygoing, I think, you know?
This is insane.
Okay, so are you still up for a meeting? Because I only sent you a couple of the pictures, and
Oh no.
you know I could show you all the pictures I took of you. I made a nice album.
Sleeping
You know,
album.
I'm okay. You know, I'm not feeling well these days. I'm a little bit under the weather, so
These days?
and I don't want to get you sick. And
All the
I think
days.
he's just scared.
so maybe, I don't know, maybe check
don't
in
think
in a
he
few
is.
weeks or so.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can I just pause for a minute? I just need to know. The morning you wake up and a stranger is in your kitchen making you breakfast. You were still cool at that point.
Yeah, no, she wasn't a stranger to me at that point. We've been texting all that night, and I mean, it wasn't any more alarming than like waking up after a night out drinking and then waking up with someone that you don't recognize. I mean, that was, I think, more alarming to me than with this
Oh
one.
my God.
Huh.
You guys
All right,
honestly
yeah,
belong
you guys
together.
do belong together.
But now he feels uncomfortable about me taking the pictures of him sleeping. And now I feel bad that I inadvertently made him feel uncomfortable. That was not my intention.
It's not that I'm so much uncomfortable. It's just that it's, you know, I'm a pretty relaxed person, you know,
Obviously.
and that's a little. I mean, I just feel like it's a little too forward, if that makes any sense, you know. And I just want to take a step back a little bit, and you know.
Yeah.
Nick, would you like to go on a second date with Cece? We'll pay for it. You should.
Please.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about that right now. I want to just take my time a little bit. And
Come on.
No, you have to go out with her. I mean, now she thinks it's okay to break into men's apartments. Like, you have to okay this because you're already...
told you I didn't break into his house.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hello.
I think they're escalating.
God.
Yeah, geez. I know, Cece, right?
sorry.
Man.
Okay, you guys.
Sorry about that. So Nick, you're not interested in going out with Cece again right now.
not now, you know. Sorry.
But down the road, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm not in that place right now. I'm just, I'm kind of freewheeling and happy
Okay.
about it, you know?
Okay.
All right, and Cece, are you okay? I mean,
Sorry to upset you.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I lost my cool there. It really pisses me off when somebody accuses me of breaking in
Mhm.
when I didn't break in.
God,
No,
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, well,
What,
you know what?
are you talking
like I
about?
said, sorry about that, Cece, and
Oh my God! Don't
Yeah.
be waiting at my car for me, please.
at least you know that Nick maybe somewhere down the line would go out with you again.
Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful thought.
Mm.
Thank you for being positive. Finally.
Mhm. You're welcome.
It's about time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the whole thing, but you take care,
Yeah.
okay, Cece? Be in touch.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't
And,
be a
yeah, Nick, yeah, don't be.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you for your time, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, you guys.
And today's second date update does prove there's somebody out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Everybody texting in at 78592 says the guy in today's second date update needs to move out of the country. If you missed today's second date update, this girl, Cece, wanted us to call a guy named Nick. She actually had plans to meet up with him for some drinks, but she never met up with him that night. Well, she kind of did. They were supposed to meet up. He kept pushing it back. And then she showed up at his door when he wasn't answering. So she did what any sane person would do. And she knocked on a neighbor's door and said that she was his sister and was worried about him. And they actually had a key, so they let her into his place.
Wow.
And she found him sleeping on the couch, so she decided to stay over, sleep in his bed, because it was late.
Gosh.
She made him breakfast in the morning,
Yep.
so that was so nice.
That's not the most shocking thing. The
No.
most shocking is his reaction to it.
Yeah.
Was like, well, okay.
He was actually cool with that, which
Yeah,
is weird.
what?
He said the biggest problem was while he was sleeping, she took a bunch of pictures of him and claimed she wanted to put together a photo album of him sleeping as a gift. And that was the part that was a little too creepy for him.
Yeah.
So he decided he didn't want to go out with her again. No second date. Remember,
Oh.
if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Bobby is on the phone for a second date update today, and according to his email, something happened to Bobby on his date that hasn't happened to him in almost a decade.
Okay.
And he is still hurting because of it.
Wait, what?
Bobby, you still walking funny? How you doing?
What the?
I don't know what you mean by that, but I mean, I felt better.
Okay, all I know
Yeah.
is my mind is in places that we cannot discuss this during our radio show.
It might be a lot more tame than what you're thinking.
Okay.
Before we get into what happened to your body, Bobby, let's talk about your date. What's her name?
Her name is Shayna.
Shayna. All right. And how did you meet Shayna?
I met her through a friend at like this happy hour thing, and she was really cute, and she asked me out, which I thought was a pretty bold move.
Oh,
you know?
that's
Nice.
nice. I feel like that's really refreshing and a move that more women should do.
Totally.
It kind of caught me off guard, but it was cool, you know.
All right.
And you
so
said yes, I
yeah.
assume.
I absolutely said yes because I thought she was really cute.
Awesome.
And then things happened to your body.
I feel like puberty hit him right there.
Yeah.
Stop saying it that way. I mean, you're making it sound really dirty.
Tell us about the date. I mean, I saw in your email what happened during your date, but, tell us a little bit about it.
So we went on a date. We went to like a casual Italian place, and she was funny, I mean, she was funny in a good way, I mean, like I was really at ease with her, and we had a really fun time. It was very comfortable, and it didn't feel like a date. It felt like, I don't want to say I'd known her, but felt really comfortable with her.
Yeah, those are good things.
So we went in. We both ordered the same thing.
Ooh.
Cute.
On purpose?
Well, it wasn't like a planned thing, but it happened. But I got the wrong dish. So I'm a vegetarian, okay? And we both got lasagna, okay?
Uh-huh.
So I got her lasagna, and I freaked out a little bit.
Oh, you
Like
got
how-
hers with the meat in it.
Are you one of those vegetarians that's going to throw a fit in the middle of the restaurant because they forgot?
Well, actually, I am that vegetarian. I mean,
Oh.
so I mean, this is what happened, right? The waiter mixed it up. I had hers, she had mine. It was kind of an odd thing, but it's been years since I put any meat in my mouth, my body.
Yeah.
Okay, boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Put a little
all
meat in
right.
your mouth. You haven't done it in years. It can wreak havoc.
Ooh, And then
Yeah.
your body goes
Yeah.
and changes.
It rejects that.
Oh man,
But, I mean, how long did it take you to figure out that there was meat in there? Like one bite, right?
No, I was in it a little bit. I wasn't thinking because we were talking, like.
Okay. So for someone who hasn't eaten meat in a long time, that's got to freak you out a little bit.
It freaks out my body, man. Like,
Yeah.
I got loud. I pushed the table. I wasn't swearing.
No.
I wasn't, like, swearing at the waiter or anything.
It's like you turned into an animal by eating an animal.
Pretty much. I just really was upset at the situation, and she must have been scared, right? So
Yeah.
I had to go to the restroom. I mean, I puked it up, but I didn't tell her I puked it up. But
So wait, why are you a vegetarian? Because that's
well,
extreme.
it just doesn't really work with my body well. Like, and being away from it for so long, your body gets accustomed to not having any meat,
Is it just the health reasons? Did you explain to her what was going on, or did you just
That's a good question.
like throw the table back and then go start puking in the bathroom?
Well, I explained to her, and she obviously understood. But here I am on this date with this great girl, and I'm going to go to the bathroom and puke, Like, it's kind of like...
I mean, no matter what, if you're on a date and you start to have a tantrum at the restaurant,
Yeah.
that could cause somebody not to call you back.
I mean, but here's the thing. I didn't know she'd be there when I got out of the bathroom. But she was.
Wow, that's
Okay.
good.
Wait, so you think you were able to recover from that?
Yeah, she was very apologetic.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry this happened. Like, I feel really bad, and she understood I was upset about it. But
good.
any girl could have just bailed on the date. She
Right.
was really cool about it. And then it kind of took off again. Like, we just were having a good time again,
Awesome.
Okay.
Did you finish the meat lasagna?
No, I did not. They brought us new dishes out for us.
Good,
But,
good.
Okay.
but it might not have been the same. Like, I think it wasn't the same, but maybe it was the same. Maybe it wasn't as good. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell.
Well,
Yeah.
how were things at the end of the date?
So at the end of the date, I paid. We walked her to the car. We agreed that, the next time we'd go out, we'd go to a vegetarian restaurant.
You hopped on your bike and then yelled at her for driving a vehicle that runs on fossil fuels.
Not exactly, but so I made the comment about going to the vegetarian restaurant, and she laughed a bit, but she agreed.
Is she also a vegetarian? I never heard that part.
No, she's not.
Okay.
She ordered her lasagna with meat, so I would imagine she's not a vegetarian.
Okay.
Unless she's a naughty vegetarian.
Yeah. So have you heard from her?
I've not heard from her, and I need your guys' help on this. Like, man, I don't understand. I've called her and I texted her, and I thought it was really cool, and now it's not. It's obviously she's not getting back to me. Something's going on.
And it seemed like she wanted to go out again.
Yeah, like maybe the vegetarian comment was too much, but I was like, yeah, we'll go to a vegetarian restaurant next time until this won't happen, like kind of making light of the sour part of the night.
Yeah.
But she did say she wanted to go out again, that she agreed to go out again.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Bobby is on the phone, and Bobby thinks that his date was ruined when he went into veggie rage. Yep, bad case of veggie rage. If you don't know what veggie rage is, it's when a vegetarian accidentally gets some meat and then they fly off the handle, otherwise known as meat shock. He also went into meat shock. There's a bunch of different terms for it, but
Thank you, Dr. Jubal.
Bobby was on a date with a girl named Shayna, who he met through mutual friends, and he's a vegetarian. She isn't. They both ordered lasagna. He got meat lasagna and then proceeded to freak out in the restaurant. And then he went to puke out the meat and came back to the table. He says that he thinks he recovered, but he thinks the fact that he got so upset because he was accidentally given some meat is the reason that he's not getting a call back. And we're about to call her and find out why. All right, Bobby, are you ready?
Yes.
Or did me just telling that story send you into meat shock again?
Yeah, right?
Come on.
Well, Bobby, I mean, we
Sounds like
gotta
you're upset.
know.
Yep, there it is. Meat shock.
Was this an isolated incident, or is this something where you have a problem controlling your emotions?
I mean, I don't think I have a problem controlling my emotions. It's just not cool that happened. It's
Yeah.
not.
Right. Well, if
All
you
I
haven't
hear
had
is
meat, you said
yeah.
almost 10 years since you haven't had meat, so I can understand being in the moment and getting a little angry.
That's
But
huge.
we'll find out if that is the reason that she's not calling back. Are you ready?
I'm totally ready.
Okay, I'm dialing her number now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Shayna, please?
this is Shayna.
Hey, Shayna, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Shayna.
Have you heard of the show before?
Not really.
Sounds like you're a hardcore listener to me, Shayna.
Sorry. Are you sure you're calling the right Shayna?
I think I am. Is this a Shayna that went on a date with a dude named Bobby recently?
Oh gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is Shayna. Why are you asking about Bobby?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. And Bobby emailed us because he told us about your date, and he said that he would love to see you again, but you're not answering any of his phone calls or text messages.
There's more to the story than that.
Yeah, we did talk to him, and he told us about how he's a vegetarian, and they accidentally switched up your lasagnas, and he ate the meat lasagna instead and then got a little angry at the restaurant. He also figures that's the reason that you don't want to go out with him again, but he also said at the end of the date that you said you wanted to.
He said he got a little angry at the restaurant.
Well, he said.
I will say, like, it sounded like he got really angry from his description. Like, he pushed the table,
Yeah.
he yelled.
Yeah.
All of that and more.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a vegetarian or whatever, and so I wasn't inside of his body. All I could tell you is what I saw sitting at the table. I mean,
Yeah.
he, like, leapt up, pushed the table away, is, like, spitting everywhere. So he's, like,
Whoa.
yelling in the restaurant. It was like, have you all seen a rabid animal before?
Oh, rabid animal?
Yeah, he was foaming at the mouth.
Oh.
Like he was possessed with beef lasagna.
So he said that it was bad, but it sounds like it was even worse than what he was describing.
I don't know. I would be embarrassed if I behaved that way. At one point, he got up and was like, "Oh my God, there's cow in my body." And
There's cow in my body.
Cow in my body. Anybody who doesn't know that he's a vegetarian
Oh
just
my
take me would be like, what is that guy on? I want
a
some.
really good steak.
Yeah.
you guys are laughing at it, and honestly, it sounds too funny to be true. But being there was not so funny.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, he even said that when he went to the bathroom to puke up the cow, that he expected you to be gone when he got back to the table and you were still there, which gave him an indication that you were cool with it.
You know, it's like I wasn't into it, but I did feel like, you know, hey, we came on this date together, and I didn't know what type of mental state he was in or physical state. I wanted to
So you were scared and you wanted to just stay there until the end of the date.
Yeah, I just wanted to see it through, make sure he was okay, going to get home safe, you know.
Okay, so he told us that he recovered after that and that you guys went back to like talking and laughing and having a good time. Is that not true?
Yeah, so there's two sides to the story, clearly.
Really? Oh.
I mean, I guess from his perspective, I guess it might have seemed that way. I mean, was just trying to be calm and be like, they brought a new set of lasagna that was vegetarian, and he ate it, and I was just being calm and, like, not trying to obviously watch my watch and check the time. I met him through friends, and I saw him, and I was like, wow, he's really great. You know, sometimes you can go out on a date for the first time with someone. You set up a phone-a-friend situation where you're like, hey, this might go bad. So just in case, call me at this time. I didn't think I need to do that. So I didn't really have a phone-a-friend to dial. I was just kind of stuck until it was over.
Oh, my
kinda hold on
God.
for the
And
ride.
I'd be so embarrassed sitting there. Like the server keeps coming to your table.
You know what's funny is that when people act crazy like that, everyone just gets afraid of them. And they're like, well, let's just give them what they want. It was an adult temper tantrum. So everyone was just like pandering to his whatever. And again, I'm not a vegetarian, but like, is it really that serious?
I mean, I can
Yeah.
see why, but anytime you're flipping tables and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how good of a vegetarian are you that you're like halfway through a meat lasagna and you just now realize it? I feel like you're a pretty crappy vegetarian.
I would happen to agree.
Well, you know what we could ask if it's that big of a deal, Shayna? We could ask him because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
He's what?
Shayna, seriously?
Uh-oh.
Like, you're basically saying I'm drama.
Is this Bobby?
Yeah. Surprised. Like you said, I've been listening this whole time.
Oh, well, hi, Bobby. How are you?
Hi, Shayna. Like, I'm a rabid animal.
You know, I want to feel bad, but I didn't say anything that you didn't already know.
Oh.
No. Do you know what it's like to have something foreign in your body that you shouldn't have in your body?
You're asking a woman that? I think she's going to say yes. I don't know.
That is just a weird way to put it.
No, I'm just saying, I was violated. Like, you know what it's like to be allergic to anything?
Drama kings, I need you to relax.
Oh.
You guys, you know, this is all getting out of control. I mean, I deserve a little bit more respect here. You know, it started out with, like, veggie rage, and now you guys are like, you know, I'm into flipping tables. It's like, I wasn't flipping tables. I just pushed the table. Big deal. I just got up, like, in a rush. What if you were allergic to, like, peanuts or something and it was in your food? Like, wouldn't that, you know, like, freak you out? You know what I'm
You're
saying?
not actually allergic.
Okay, fine, but what if you weren't allergic? Like, what if they put peanuts in your souffle and you didn't want them there? Like, wouldn't you be upset?
Peanuts in your souffle.
I don't think I would jump over a table and yell at everyone in the restaurant,
I
though.
didn't jump over a table.
Bobby, don't you have to take some of the blame here? Like, if they put a beef lasagna in front of me, it's pretty easy to see that there's beef in it.
Right. Blame the victim. It's so typical of this society. Like, vegetarians never catch a break.
No.
Yeah, Bobby, why don't you look at the lasagna first? Like, I was looking at Shayna's plate. I didn't look down on my plate while I was eating the meat. It's like, big deal, but like, it was 2 bites. It's like, the girl's pretty. I was looking right at her.
I mean, that's a good
That's a
point.
compliment, Shayna.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the angriest compliment I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You're pretty, okay?
Man, it's so frustrating. It's like, you guys are all against me. I mean, like, even Jubal's like franking on me at the start of this. This is crazy.
I mean, I'm sorry that you're going through all of this. It's just all too much for me. I don't think our personalities or dietary needs match up very well.
Come on, Shannon. I mean, I know there's a lot of drama here, and I know, but you said at the end of the day that you still wanted to go out. Like, you said that.
Yeah, Shayna, that's a good question. Would you like to go out with Bobby on a second date? We will pay for it.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Really? You said you wanted to go out again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I was just thinking how to end the date, honestly.
Oh.
I can't believe you lied to me. You lied to me. Don't lie to a vegetarian.
What?
If there's one thing vegetarians like, it's vegetables and the truth, I guess.
That's fine. You guys just keep laughing. Just keep laughing at me. I'm over it. I'm going to leave.
Well,
Okay.
all right, Bobby. I guess Shayna, he's gone.
He's mad.
I'm sorry that you missed out on that opportunity, Shayna, for a second date with him.
Yeah, I really think it's the one that got away.
I think so.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. It says, vegetarians are always so angry. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Bobby wasn't getting a call back from Shayna, and he knew he wasn't getting a call back because he got kind of upset at a restaurant. He was served meat lasagna, and he's a vegetarian. I guess he threw up and then got upset at the restaurant. He admitted that, but when we got her on the phone, she told us that his tantrum was much worse than just a tiny little freak out because he's a vegetarian and he was served meat lasagna. He started cursing at the staff and throwing furniture around the restaurant.
Yikes.
And he said she didn't understand because he's been a vegetarian for so long and they violated him. They put something in his body that he didn't want there.
Yeah.
Foreign.
Yeah, and basically she thought he was overreacting and was very immature and just a very angry vegetarian.
My favorite text that we've got in so far is making fun of someone for not eating animals is the worst things I've heard on this show. Keep eating your animals. It shows. I've seen Brooke's body.
Yeah.
You're no vegetarian.
Excuse me, that is 2 children and copious amounts of alcohol. That has nothing to do with meat.
No second date for them. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
How do you do a second date update for a couple who's never been on a date before and never even met in person? I
can't?
personally
Don't?
have no idea, but we're going to have to figure it out because that's what we've got today for today's second date update. Kristen is on the phone, and apparently that's her situation. What's up, Kristen? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, you sound so chipper.
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay, but I'm actually a little bit sad because here I am. I'm having to do a second update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Never good.
your email said that you never actually met him in person and never went on a date. So tell us a little bit about the guy you want to call today.
Well, his name is Thomas. We met online, and we were talking for about a month.
That's a long time.
It is a very long time. I mean, first of all, I have to tell you that he just looks so handsome. And even on the phone, like the tone of his voice, it just seemed like a gentleman, you know? And we just had like a really deep connection.
Can I ask why you guys didn't meet up in that whole month-long period of chatting?
We never were able to sync our schedules. And so we tried, but something always will come up, especially with his job. But I do have to tell you guys that it just went to the point that we said, I love you.
What?
Wow.
No way.
I mean, it was just that deep of a connection.
Wow.
Who was the one to drop that first, you or him?
He did, but I said it
man.
back.
I want to be happy for you, but I'm having all sorts of red flags. Like,
Yeah.
has he asked you for money is my first thought, because it feels like he's setting you up to take advantage of you for some reason.
He's a gentleman. You know, we talked a lot about our lives and where we were in our lives, and we both really want a relationship and something serious.
Okay, so you definitely liked him a lot then. Loved him.
Yeah.
Well, I know it sounds stupid to say I love you to somebody before you meet them, but, you know, once you say it, it's out there, you know?
Yeah.
And in the moment, it just felt right.
And so did you guys ever try to meet up?
We finally got to have this date, and we were going to have dinner at this restaurant, and I show up, and he never shows up.
Oh, my gosh. How long did you wait before you realized he wasn't showing up?
I was there for about 45 minutes.
Damn.
And I was texting him, and then finally he got back to me, and he said that he went to another restaurant that had the same name, but it was in a different town.
What? He messed up the town location? Okay. I mean, at what point are you not going to believe this guy? He's either catfishing you.
I could honestly see how that's happened. I only one time has it happened to me, but it's happened.
Anything is possible, right? That's why I was thinking in my mind. But I also I was a little skeptical about it.
Yeah,
So why didn't he just say, wait there, I'll be right there?
Because he was too far. It was already too late. I'd been there for 45 minutes to an hour.
So what'd you do next?
I tried to look on Google, the restaurant on another city, and I couldn't find it.
So
now
it
that's sketchy.
seems like he lied to you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very heartbroken.
Oh.
Did you ask him about it?
I did ask him about it, and now he doesn't want to get back to me. Like, he doesn't text me back. So I've not even had any contact with him.
Oh, my gosh. I just don't like this guy. Aren't you mad, too?
I'm mad and I'm sad. I go from being mad and sad, because I just had, you know, when you are dating online, you meet so many people, and I want a relationship. I want somebody who I'm going to be settled with, who loves me, that I love back, that, you know, we can make this happen. And then
At this point, I think you should just strive for showing up to dinner. And all that other stuff.
A little bit.
Yeah, baby steps until you get to all of that.
I know.
What are you wanting from this guy? Thomas, right? Like, what do you want from him now? You actually want to go out with him again, or you just want to tell him off?
I want to hear his explanation first before I decide if I'm going to tell him off, because I really want to know what happened. I mean, he went from saying I love you and having this amazing connection to leaving me hanging and telling me a possible lie. So I just want an answer.
Okay, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Kristen is on the phone and she wants to call a dude named Thomas. Thing is, they've never actually met in person and they haven't even gone out on a date. They met online, they talked for about a month. Things got serious enough to the point where they actually said I love you to each other. And then they set up a dinner date and Thomas never showed. And his excuse was that he went to the same restaurant but in a different town, so he didn't have time to meet her. Then she Googled if that restaurant was in that town, and no. So it certainly seems like he's lying. All right, Kristen, before we make the phone call, I do have maybe some news that might be kind of disturbing to you.
Okay, what?
Well, I am actually Thomas.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I set this whole thing up to meet you during a second date update. Yeah.
Romantic.
I know.
That is
Pretty impressive.
Weird.
Oh, my God, you guys, my heart just dropped. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, seriously. Because right now, Thomas could be anyone. Do you still buy his story that he's who he says he is?
I don't even know anymore. I'm so confused. I really want it to be. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope he's not lying to you and that there is, like you said, some reasonable explanation.
Yeah, I want to find out for sure so I can move on with my life.
Okay, cool. I'm going to dial his phone number right now then and see if we can get your answer. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Thomas?
No, this is not Thomas.
This isn't Thomas?
This is Glenn. Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Jubal. I'm calling from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay, hi.
Hi. I was looking to speak with a Thomas.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, you said your name was Glenn?
Yep, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Glenn, let me ask you a question. Did you start kind of an online relationship with a girl named Kristen a little while ago?
Sorry, what is this about?
I knew it.
That wasn't an answer to my question, Glenn.
Yeah, exactly, Glenn.
Well, the reason that I'm asking you, Glenn, is because Kristen emailed us, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up not calling you back after, you can email us and hopefully find out why. And she told us a little bit about meeting a dude named Thomas online and talking to him for over a month. Things got very heated to the point where Thomas and her were saying, I love you. And then there was supposed to be a dinner date, and that never happened. But strangely, the phone number that she gave me for Thomas is for you, and your name's Glenn.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry, I was confused. I am Thomas.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, Glenn, we know that you're lying. Just come out with it. Why are you leading women on and telling them I love you on dating apps and toying with their emotions? That really hurts people.
I know it sounds like that. No. Let me explain. So Thomas is my middle name, and I go by Glenn sometimes and Thomas sometimes.
Okay,
God, you're a
but so
good
you're
liar.
admitting that you're the person that she was talking to.
Yeah. No, I know Kristen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait. The Kristen that you were supposed to meet at the restaurant where you said you were in a restaurant in a different city, but then when she looked up that restaurant in the different city, that didn't exist?
Wow, you know a lot about me. Yeah, I did try to meet her.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of weird how honest you're being, because normally when people catfish somebody online, they would try to deny it.
Well, it's kind of complicated. I guess you could call it a catfish, but it's not like that.
Okay, well then can you
Oh my
try to
gosh.
explain it, please?
So actually I've met Kristen before.
What?
You've
Like,
met her before.
You mean like you had seen her picture on the same dating app or something?
Well, that, but also I've met her in person. She just doesn't know that I'm who I say I am or who she's been talking to.
What?
Wow.
Now that
Okay,
comes off
so-
as not only like catfishing and like an a-hole move, but creepy. You sound creepy.
No. It's not creepy. I just wasn't expecting to talk about this right now. So I actually live in her building.
What? It gets even
You
weirder.
guys live in the same building?
Yeah, it just not as I didn't move in to like stalk her. I live in the apartment underneath her, and I really like her, and I'm just really nervous to talk to her.
Okay, no one brought up stalking. You're the only person that jumped to that conclusion, which is also a red flag.
No, you guys are accusing me, and it's making me sound like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I really like Kristen, and this whole situation is weird, and I'm not a catfish.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing. If it's not catfishing.
Like I said, she lives in the unit above me, and I really like her. She's really cool and really pretty, and I'm just a kind of a nervous guy. So I thought I'd make this profile to get to know her and then, meet her or talk to her in person with this information I have.
And when you
Wait,
talked to
what?
her in person and you showed up and you were the dude that lives downstairs, you didn't think that would go bad?
Well, I was just trying to use the information to talk to her about things she would like, but a fake persona, I was never going to meet her as that. I mean, I was just using that to kind of get to know her better, but it got really out of hand.
So wait, you were basically like being a spy on a dating app in order to find out, I don't know, if she likes to go hiking, so that when you ran into her into the building, you could be like, oh, hey, I'm also going on a hike. Let's go together. And then she would fall in love with the real you, not the fake you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for understanding.
Whoa!
No,
Wow.
that is-
Okay, so
that
you
is still
catfished her
messed up.
to get research on things to talk to her about.
Oh, that's so creepy.
That is elaborate.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And then how did you let your fake persona say I love you to her
Oh, that's
online?
I don't know. She's awesome, and I just got wrapped up into this fantasy.
Okay, did you mean to actually schedule a date with her?
Well, she was the one who was pushing it, and then I just thought since we talked a lot, like she could see past the weird beginning to this relationship we're going to have.
Did you have any plan of actually meeting up with her?
I did plan on it, and then I freaked out at the last moment.
Oh,
Wow.
So
man.
then what was
Oh,
your
man.
wait? So everything backfired and now you're just giving up on everything. You're not stalking her anymore.
Well, I was never stalking her, but yeah, I mean, it's all complicated.
Yeah, super complicated. You know what else complicates it even more, Thomas? Kristen is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Ugh, I don't even know what to think.
I don't think any
I
of us
don't
do.
either.
Yeah.
Who are you? Oh, Glenn? I don't even know who you are. Like, what do you look like?
We actually talked once in the laundromat, but I live underneath you. I'm in 102. I'm the guy with the shaved head. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean for it to get like that. I think you're really cool, and you're so beautiful, and I just was worried it wouldn't go well, so I don't know.
So you decided to catfish me? Is that what you did? I mean, this is embarrassing.
Well, okay, every night I have to hear you with your boyfriend upstairs, and that should be me. You don't even know me.
Wait.
What boyfriend? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That blonde guy, the one with the hair up to his shoulders, he's been around for like 6 months, and I hear you guys all the time.
First of all, he's not my boyfriend. It's nothing like that, okay?
He called you his girlfriend. I've heard it.
What? You're like spying on her. So not only are you like creating fake personas to get into her life, but now you're just straight up listening to her conversations inside her apartment.
No, our building is small, and you guys are saying I'm lying. Well, she's also lying.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have a boyfriend or not? Because if you do have a boyfriend, it's weird that you're online trying to meet dudes, telling them you love them.
Yeah, this is all crazy.
It's not my boyfriend. It's a friend. We hang out a lot. It's a fun thing. It's not my boyfriend, and he knows that.
Oh, man. You guys are both kind of out.
No,
like,
no.
What's going on right now?
I don't care if she's dating 8 other dudes right now. What he did is so creepy.
Okay, I know we're both in like a weird place, and this all started out really weird, but when we were talking online, there was something there. There was a good vibe, and like...
I was vibing with Thomas, not with Glenn.
Well, I am Thomas.
No, you're not Thomas. You put on these like fake pictures. It's so bad. You have no
Those
idea.
aren't fake. Those are my brother, actually.
It's heartbreaking.
Those are pictures of your brother?
Yeah, those are pictures of my older brother.
Does he even know that you're doing that? No.
Yeah, he told me I should do it.
Me.
No, he did not. Glenn, stop lying. You are such a bad liar.
There's
Glenn,
no way.
are you actually trying to still make this work? I mean, she would literally have to be just as nuts as you to want to continue whatever weird fantasy relationship you started.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not moving out of the building, so either we go on a date or just
Creepy.
like, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
You cannot make me go on a date with you. This is just so bad.
Whatever. This all got really out of hand. I was just trying to get to know you because I liked you, and now it's just weird. And
Yeah, it's our fault, Glenn.
You could have talked to me like a normal person and just asked me out. Who knows? Maybe I would have gone out with you.
I did try to talk to you like a normal person in the laundromat, and you didn't even give me the time of day. You just walked out.
I don't even remember this. Who knows? Maybe I don't even know what was going on in my mind that day.
Whatever. I liked you, and I'm down to go out on another date if you want to.
All right.
Sounds
Sweet. Well,
healthy.
Kristen, would you like to go on a first date with
Who knows, man?
Thomas or Glenn?
Absolutely
Glenn
not.
Thomas. We will pay for
Absolutely
it.
not.
No.
No.
Well,
no.
yeah, I mean,
And I'm changing my locks. I mean, this is gross.
Oh, my God.
No, it
Scary.
is not an oh my God situation, Glenn. She needs to call her landlord right now.
All right. Well, I'm not going to talk to you, so don't worry. I'll forget you exist, forget I exist, and tell your boyfriend I say hello.
Oh my God.
He's not my boyfriend.
Brooke and
Text in at 78592 says, I hope Kristen moves. Yeah, I think everybody does. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed today's second date update, this girl Kristen met a dude named Thomas about a month ago online, and things got really serious really fast. They were even saying, I love you to each other before they actually met.
Yeah.
They set up a dinner date, but Thomas never showed up. And then we tried calling Thomas, but a dude named Glenn picked up the phone, and he admitted that he lived in the same apartment complex as Kristen and set up the profile because he hoped to learn some extra background about her.
God, when you just spell it all out, it's so creepy.
Yep.
I know, right?
And she was creeped out, especially when Thomas said he knew about the other guy that she'd been hanging out with in her apartment.
You want to know
too
something about her?
much,
Maybe
guys.
just ask her?
No.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Online as another person. And it didn't work out well for him because he did not get a second date. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you got to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for a second date update today met a girl exactly how I do if I ever hit on a girl at a coffee shop.
Okay.
He was there.
Yeah.
He grabbed an empty coffee cup,
Yeah.
cut a hole in the bottom of it, placed it appropriately, and then looked at her and went, hey, you want to try some of this coffee? It's non-fat.
That cannot be true.
Well, that's what I'm hoping he did.
No.
His email said that he met her at Starbucks, and that's just where my mind went.
The old
I'm
coffee
assuming-
cup trick.
Yeah.
Good old, hold the
Girls
cup.
love it when you do that. Cody, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good. Please tell me that's how you met this girl at Starbucks.
You know, I've never even thought of that, but you know, next time maybe I'll consider it.
Never fails. Never fails. Your email said that you met the girl you want to call today at Starbucks. So how did you do it if you didn't do the obvious thing and place yourself in a coffee cup?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, we were just standing next to each other in line, and when we went to go try to find a place to sit, we realized that there was no two tables for each of us to sit at. So there was one, and so we just kind of decided to share a table.
You were so excited when you looked around that coffee shop and saw that.
Well, I mean, I kind of saw it as a little bit of an opportunity. I mean, she was really cute.
Yeah.
So you invited her to sit at the table with you since there was nowhere else for her to sit.
Yeah, you know, I thought it'd be, a nice thing to do.
Okay, pretty boring compared to what my idea. But everybody's got to make their own way in life, you know what I mean? So how did that go? You sat down and shared the table. Did you guys have great conversation or something? You're like, I know I want to ask her out.
Well, I mean, it got kind of awkward at first because she pulled out her phone immediately and started, going through emails and or texting.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Hey, want to share this table? Sure, I do. And then she just gets on her phone and ignores you the whole time?
Yeah, I kind of started out that way.
Do you think that she knew that you were interested immediately, or do you think that she just honestly had, I don't know, did she honestly have work to do?
I mean, she may have just been trying to make me, work for it. So I just was trying to open up a conversation, not bother her or seem like I was getting in her way.
Yeah, next time that happens, the best way to do it is start reading over her shoulder what she's reading. She'll eventually put her phone down. Trust me.
You know all the tricks.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Man.
So how did you end up finally engaging her in conversation if she was preoccupied with her phone? Smack it out of her hand?
Well, I don't know. I kind of made her laugh a little bit, and so she eventually kind of just put her phone down. It must not have been too important.
So your email says that, I mean, obviously you guys ended up going out on a date, or unless this was what you're considering your first date.
No, this was the free date, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Okay.
So what did you actually do on your date then?
Well, I wanted to do something a little different instead of just going to a bar. I thought it'd be fun to go, do a little driving tour around the city because there's, a lot of really great views.
Okay.
That's kind of weird. I mean, like you're going to make out points all over the place, or...
I don't think make-out points have existed since the 50s,
Well,
so I'm assuming that they probably weren't going there.
That's what it would feel like to me.
No, I just, wanted to go take her on to see some of the nice views, and it seemed like she would be into it.
And there wasn't, like, any food or any sort of restaurant or...
Well, I put most of my planning into the actual driving around. I had a little map that I could kind of follow. So I may have kind of not planned for food as much, but I did offer to go stop and, get a snack or something.
Well, that's good.
All right. And were you actually using a map, like a legit map?
Yeah, like Google Maps. Is what
See,
you
now you're making fun of my
This
nephew.
whole second date update is now throwback. There's make-out points, there's maps. And...
They're in an old school convertible.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I just had it on my phone.
Okay. All right. I'm picturing you driving around with this huge map over the steering wheel. Well, how did that go then?
We drove around, and at the end of the night, we just got to see this beautiful sunset.
Oh, come on. That was your moment. That was the moment you went in for a kiss, right?
Well, no.
Oh.
I was debating whether I should do it because it seemed like, that was kind of the moment, but then it was just kind of...
That is the worst.
It didn't seem like the right time.
That's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, dude.
When you're out with a girl and you're like, now's the moment where I have to kiss her. And then for some reason you don't do it. And then you drop her off, and the rest of the drive home you're like, why?
I hate myself.
God, you're so stupid. All the signs were there. Sunset, everything.
So right.
Is that how you felt?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then if this girl likes you, I'm sure she's thinking, why didn't he do it? Like, you're an idiot. Mm-hmm. What did you say when you left her?
I said, so maybe we can do it again sometime, and then she gave me a hug.
Okay. So you guys hugged. So
Not terrible, but...
you're thinking that maybe you didn't make the move in the right amount of time, and now she's like, oh, maybe he isn't really that interested in me.
I mean, it's either that or she just thinks that I'm a total wimp, and I just can't pull the trigger on it.
When you're watching a sunset, here's just some advice for the future. You kiss the person next to you. I don't care if you're at a lookout point by yourself and like there's an old lady standing next to you at sunset. Sunsets are always an appropriate time to kiss. Okay? Even if you're standing there with your dad, it doesn't matter.
No, dude.
Ask Jubal's
Sunsets
dad.
are always kiss time.
Oh my God.
And how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
2 or 3 times. She never answered. I left voicemails each time.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like even if you miss that moment of the kiss, if she really liked you, she'd get back to you.
Maybe because it wasn't a traditional type of date, she just wasn't into that, or that could have turned her off. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
We'll do it right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Cody is on the phone with us. He wants to call a girl named Sydney. They went out for a wonderful date where he took her to see all the beautiful views around the city. They drove around and looked at all these viewpoints that he had found and eventually found himself at sunset with her.
Wow.
Turned to her. They locked eyes. And then Cody proceeded to grab his downstairs mix-up, tuck it inside of his body, cry, and run away like a little girl. He couldn't go through with the kiss. Isn't that right, Cody?
Those are your words, not mine.
But yeah, Cody feels like maybe he didn't make a move on her when he should have at sunset, and he felt the tension, but he didn't actually go through with the kiss. So he's wondering if maybe she thinks that he's just kind of a little wussy boy.
Would you guys just cut that out?
Poor Cody.
All right, I'll quit piling on,
Yeah,
Cody.
Jubal's always like that.
Cody,
Sorry, man.
you were getting some good signs before this, right?
I sure thought so. Felt good to me.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Sydney, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Sydney, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning? Nothing?
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. Why are you calling me?
Is this a Sydney that went out on a date with a guy named Cody a little while ago to look at views of the city?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then you are the right Sydney. You're who I'm looking to get a hold of.
Why?
It's a great question,
Well,
Sydney.
we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. You went out on a date with Cody, and Cody emailed us to see if we could talk to you and find out why you're not answering any of his phone calls.
Okay. That's awkward.
Did you enjoy your date with Cody?
I mean, it was definitely kind of an odd first date. I would say that.
Driving around looking at views?
Yeah. So how much do you guys actually know about the date?
Well, we talked to Cody, and he basically just told us that. He wanted to do something different and maybe romantic, so he said that he planned out a bunch of different viewpoints you could go look at.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely different.
And by the way, we're on your side with that. We think it's kind of like a strange date.
I would have gotten really bored by the I mean, you give me 2 viewpoints, maybe.
Yeah.
But more than that, I'm checked out.
Exactly. He really just wanted to look at a lot of bridges. It was all about the bridges. He was really into views. He kept saying views a lot. I don't know. He was just really excited by it. And at one point, we were driving on the freeway, and he pulls over on the freeway to say, "Oh my gosh, we just have to stop and look at this view."
So you're just on the side of the freeway with cars screaming by you at 70 miles an hour?
Yes.
When he told us about this, I pictured more of like a nature thing,
Yeah,
where
me
it was
too.
like calm and quiet.
We're at a park. Like,
No, it was very urban.
Okay.
And then there were a couple times even where we would stop, and he would have us hike under bridges to get a different view.
like you're homeless?
Like you're going under freeway overpasses?
Yes. And he just said that that was another unique view for us to enjoy together.
Weird.
The
Okay.
unique part was right.
He did tell us one
Yeah.
thing. He said that you guys eventually stumbled upon a sunset view, and he felt that there was a moment where you might have wanted a kiss, and he didn't go in for it. Was he
Well,
feeling the right vibe there, or was he... From talking to you, it sounds like you were not feeling like being kissed.
not by him.
Okay.
You do have to give him some credit. I mean, the guy put some effort into it.
Actually, I don't know, because in my mind, it kind of actually felt like this had the potential to be romantic, but what it sort of felt like more was just that he may have been too cheap to take me on an actual date.
That's kind
of trying to make more of these views than what was there.
When we talked to him, I didn't get the vibe like he was that scheming to be like, I'm going to take her to look at bridges and views because I want to save money. Maybe he's just got a weird thing with bridges.
Yeah.
It wasn't just bridges, though, because actually, at one point toward the end, he stopped by this house, and I was kind of weirded out, and I said, why are we at this random house? And he said, no, don't worry, I know the guy. And we went into the guy's backyard to look at yet another view, and so I was just standing in this stranger's backyard.
Is he like breaking it up as he goes along?
I would have run if I were you at that point. Hey, we're going to go to this house. Don't worry. I know a guy. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. It was bizarre.
Okay. I'd love to find out if your theory is right, that he wanted to save money, so he took you on this view date. Wouldn't you at least like to know that?
Actually, I'm not concerned. I don't think I'm going to go on a second date, so.
Oh. Well, that's too bad because he's on the phone right now, and I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, hi, Sydney. It's so nice to hear your voice.
Oh, gosh.
Cody?
Yeah. Do you realize how much time I spent planning that date? I thought it'd be unique.
Well, it was
you
unique,
can't appreciate
but it was also
what I
weird.
did for you. Do you realize how much time I spent putting this date together? How many maps I consulted? I spent hours on the internet looking up places. I called people to plan this whole thing out. I spent so much time on that, and I cared about what happened, and you just blow this off?
Well, I mean, in your hours on the internet, did you not find normal restaurants to take someone to?
Did you not go to Yelp?
That's a good answer.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I tried to do something original for sake instead of taking you to a bar or a stupid restaurant.
Just don't claim originality as cheap. It's obvious that you were just being cheap.
I am not cheap. I thought it would be fun.
Doesn't it sound weird when I say we went and looked at a dozen bridges? I mean, that's weird, right?
It wasn't just the bridge. It was the view off of the bridge. But if you look up from your phone, maybe you would have noticed.
Can we also mention maybe how awkward it was for me standing in some random dude's backyard? That's not a date.
Paul is not a random guy. He's a good friend of mine, and he's got a really good view from his backyard.
Wow.
Okay.
That is
Cindy, let me ask you a question. Why not just say, hey, let's go eat. Let's do something else. I don't really like doing this.
I don't know. It's the first date, and I don't know. I guess I'm a little old-fashioned. I just feel like the guy should kind of take charge of that, and if it goes poorly, then that's just a sign to me that there's not going to be a second date.
Oh,
I have a perfect way to solve this.
No, Jubal, don't do it.
No, I'm going to do it. I have to do it. Sydney, would you like to go on a second date with Cody?
Oh, my gosh.
We will pay for you guys to go out again.
No.
All right.
Surprise.
Threw me for a loop on that one. Well, Sydney, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on with us. Check out the show sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
All right, thank you. Well, there you go, Cody. She thought your date of taking her to look at views and bridges was boring.
I'm glad I know now, because if a girl can't appreciate the view from a side of a bridge, then she's just not for me.
All right, yeah.
We
That's
all
what I've
have
been
our
saying for
standards.
years. If a chick can't dig a view from a bridge, kick him to the curb.
Moving 92.5, 60 seconds lead.
I was obviously joking about the whole if a chick can't appreciate the view from a bridge.
He
We're getting
wasn't.
so many text messages in at 78592. They're like, this chick is dumb. Bridges are legit. I'm a photographer. I would have loved this date. Who knew? So many people were into bridges. All right. Today's second date update is one of those days where you get an email in and it's so interesting that you just want to find out what happened. We got an email into the show from a dude named Michael, and all it says is that he met a girl at the gym and tried to think of an interesting way to introduce himself, and it almost ended up in the hospital.
Whoa.
So I want to know what happened. What's up, Michael? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I think you succeeded in the interesting category because everybody wants to know.
Okay. Should I just tell you?
Maybe tell us about the girl a little bit. What's her name?
Her name is Brittany, and yeah, I met her at the gym.
And had you seen her a couple times, or was this the first time running into her at the gym?
No, I've seen her for a while, and she's like incredibly beautiful. And I mean, I listen to you guys' show a lot, and I know a lot of people are, say that they're, dating this beautiful girl and that. But I think that this girl is probably like next level, like beyond anything.
Are you trying to brag right now, or are you just excited?
I'm not trying to brag since she's not calling me back, obviously.
Okay. Good point.
All right, so had you tried to talk to her before the incident that almost put you in the hospital?
No, I hadn't. The thing is, like, I've seen a lot of guys try to talk to her, like walk up, try to whatever. And she's not rude, but just like gets rid of them, is always just like keeps herself to herself.
Oh my God, you have been stalking this girl at the gym.
I don't know if it's stalking. She's hard not to notice. And anyway, that's what I've seen. So I didn't want to be one of those guys. I didn't want to be just the next in line to strike out.
Okay.
So I was like just trying to think of something I could do to ideally make her laugh, which seems like the best way to get a girl interested,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right on with that.
So what'd you do? You fart on the treadmill next to her?
No, what I did was she was on the treadmill, and while she was working out, I jumped on the treadmill and started running behind her.
To her treadmill?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Maybe you can go a little faster.
That's great.
That's not funny. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Come on, loosen up.
I'd be like, whoa, dude, this treadmill's not big enough for you to be right behind me.
Yeah, and I would have to think scary for her as well. Like, what the hell is this weirdo doing?
That's funny.
I thought it was really funny, but her first reaction was definitely a little scared.
Yeah.
And
No.
I kind of like flipped around and turned backwards, so I like got my back to her running, and I was just being funny. I thought, it was going to be cool, but our feet got tangled.
Oh, no.
And we both, like, went flying
Oh,
and totally bit it.
Dude.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
it
man.
sounds so painful.
What a fail.
And you were able to still somehow score a date with her after this?
Yeah.
Well, that's the crazy part. So, I mean, she was super pissed, and I had to, like, talk to the gym supervisor. I got a warning, and, I mean, it was, like, pretty disastrous. But when I went outside, like 15 minutes later, she was standing there, and she was kind of like, she was upset. She thought, she was like, I could have gotten hurt. And she was right. And I was like, I'm sorry about the way I did it, but I did it because I think you're really pretty, and I didn't know how else to talk to you.
Aww.
And, yeah.
That's kind of sweet. Then.
Well, it obviously got her too.
Yeah.
I can't believe she fell for it, but okay.
I don't know if she fell for it. Maybe I got the A for effort. I don't know. But I basically was like, let me buy you a drink. Let's go like, hang out for a minute. And she agreed. So we ended up going to the bar down the street, and it was really nice. But after like 30 minutes, she looked at her phone and was like, I really got to go. And she left, and that was it. And now I'm like, she won't text me back. She's ghosting me.
Whoa.
And I don't know what to do.
That's
No idea why.
I really don't. I mean, like, I would have understood, before she didn't want to talk to me, but we kind of like had a moment. We went out and it was like going somewhere. And that's why I'm so baffled. I really don't know what happened.
Yeah, she still went out with you after maybe risking a concussion or a broken bone or something. And then all of a sudden on your date, she just ghosts. That's weird.
So wait, you haven't seen her at the gym either?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen her there. It's been a week, and she's not been there like the times that I've been there.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely has switched up her gym schedule because she doesn't want to see you.
Yeah.
What'd you do, man?
Well, I mean, the fact that I almost killed her might be it. But,
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, this dude named Michael is on the phone, and he wants to call Brittany. And he almost killed Brittany at the gym, and now he's wondering why he's not getting a call back. It's not quite that serious, but he did see Brittany at the gym for a long time, a girl that he wanted to talk to. And finally, one day he got up the nerve and thought he'd be funny. So he jumped on the treadmill at the same time as her to try to be creative. Ended up falling off and everything, but did go out on a date. And then shortly into that date, she just ended it and took off like half an hour in. And he hasn't heard from her since.
See, I feel like, Michael, you were expecting too much. I think this was actually a pity date by Brittany. What? I mean, granted, you're the one that injured her, but it's a weird thing that women do when we're like, oh, but he feels bad, so I feel bad for him, and I don't want him to feel bad.
Well, I don't think it was a total pity date. I mean, I have something to offer, I think. But at this point, I'm just, like, trying to figure out why she's ghosting me. It just doesn't make any sense to me, to go out with me and then just, like, bail like that.
All right, well, I'll dial her phone number right now, get her on the phone, and see if we can find out what happened. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Brittany, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Brittany, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Brittany.
You ever heard of it before?
Ever heard of what before?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not sure.
All right. It sounds like you just woke up. Are you tired?
Yes.
Well, good morning,
Well, I'm sorry about that. Well,
sleepyhead.
so we're calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who asked us to call you.
Okay.
You want to know who?
Still not registering, is it?
She's not awake.
Well, no, I'm intrigued.
Okay. His name is Michael.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. And you met Michael at the gym recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went out with Michael on a date after and left pretty quick into it, and you haven't contacted him since.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Well, Michael emailed us because he wants to know what went wrong.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just like, I wasn't really sure how I felt, I just couldn't really deal with it. First dates are weird, so.
Did you? This was my theory, okay? My theory is that you went out with him as a pity date because he told us about the whole treadmill fiasco where he injured both you and him.
Initially, it kind of was. I'm like, oh my God, such a weird guy. I'll just go out with him and get him off my back. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about him, and I felt really awkward. I had to leave.
During the drinks that you guys were having, you felt awkward?
Yeah, I'm still like kind of going through like a breakup, if you will, sort of. I'm kind of sensitive, so it was going really well, and I'm just so surprised that I liked him, and I don't know if I'm ready to, move forward with a guy that I might like, and I don't know. I'm just sort of a mess right now emotionally.
Oh my God, that's
that sucks. But you could tell that you liked him that much just from that experience?
Yeah, we had a lot in common, and we started finishing each other's sentences, and yeah, I was taken aback at how attracted to him I became throughout just that half hour, and the feelings were kind of overwhelming that I had to excuse myself.
Wait, how long have you? Are you single right now, or are you still in a relationship?
No, I am single, but I had a fiance, and it was very messy, and it's only been about 5-6 months or so, and I promised myself that I wouldn't date anyone for at least a year.
Yeah.
To really get over this guy, to be fully open and available for a new relationship, and it wouldn't be fair to Michael, to be in to date someone when I'm like this. So
but you could still do stuff with him.
Jubal!
I mean, that's a good way to get over a breakup.
Well, that's the thing. I felt like this could be a really special guy in my life, and I'm really not ready for that. So I really need a year to heal and be available, and it's only been about 6 months or so. So
okay, so you just want us to tell him. You just want us to tell him that he's got to wait 6 months if he wants another date.
Kind of, probably.
I feel like that is so emotionally responsible of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are aware of where you're at in the healing process, and this guy is obviously not just a rebound guy.
Correct. And, I don't know if he feels that way about me or anything, and I'm just like, whoa, this is happening way too fast, and so, I don't know, it's a little embarrassing, but...
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, I was saying we could tell him that, and I think you could probably just do it yourself, though, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You're not serious, are you?
I am 100% serious. Michael?
Brittany, how you doing? Sorry about that.
Awkward laugh.
That's not fair. I didn't know you were on the line.
I mean, I'm just like blown away right now. I really just thought that you didn't want to see me again. I can't believe.
I'm really sorry. I didn't really know how to process everything that was going on. And, obviously now you know everything I've been going through. So it's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she wants to see you again just in 6 months.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, I'd really like to see you again. And if you had a good time and feel that same way about me, it's kind of crazy not to at least hang out,
Yeah, I just, I don't think it would be fair to you either, because I'm not, completely 100% there yet. I'd still be thinking about my ex and, not, I don't want to bring any like crap from that relationship into this. So it's just, I'm trying to be responsible and careful with, my emotions. And...
For sure. I hear what you're saying. That's really good that you're like processing that. At the same time, though, it's like so rare that you meet somebody. I mean, I really feel like, you're like the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And, like after talking to you and like your heart is like even more beautiful on the inside. I mean, I just.
Oh, you're so sweet. That was the best compliment ever.
I'm tearing up over here.
Oh. No, that's really beautiful, and I appreciate that, and I would love to say yes. I don't think it's a good idea right now, and like you said, it's not, every day you meet someone so special, so like I'll still, if we're still there for each other in 5-6 months or whatever, like cool.
Brittany, look, you've heard everybody swooning about how hearts and love and all that stuff are beautiful.
God, you're romantic.
If it is in fact that beautiful, don't you think you should just go for it?
I see your point. It's just I think that'll be too messy. I need more time to heal and be confident and figure out like who I am as a person. And
yeah, that's
I was
good.
in this relationship for a long time.
Right.
One last question, and I've heard what you said. You said you're not interested until you feel like you've healed enough. But would you like to go out with Michael on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Brittany, before you answer, I know you've said no to me and them asking like a whole bunch, but just please think about it. I mean, I just want to say that if we had that much of a connection after 30 minutes of hanging out, it just seems crazy to me to risk throwing that away. Like, why don't you take a couple weeks and heal, and then maybe we can, like, get together.
Yeah,
listen to him, Brittany. I mean, there's no such thing as good timing. These things always happen when you least want them to.
No, I hear you guys, and I appreciate it. It just, I promised myself a year. I think that's a good timeline to feel better. And so I just have to, regretfully decline.
Brittany! Come on!
Brittany, I think you're making a big mistake because, as somebody who's gone through a lot of breakups and always promised myself at the end of those that I would wait a certain amount of time, I've always jumped in like into another relationship at about the 6-month mark, and you might be missing out on a really awesome breakup.
Wait, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Jubal's such a good example of healthy relationships in this world.
I fully support you, Brittany. Stick it out. Stick to your guns.
Yeah, thanks for that. Michael, keep my phone number, and like in 6 months, we can see what happens. We can still see each other at the gym, maybe.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Well, I will definitely call you in a few months.
Oh.
She said 6, not a few.
Stick to the rule.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Getting lots of texts in at 78592 that are kind of surprising. Everybody's saying the girl from today's second date update was just giving him a line. If you missed today's second date update, Michael wanted to call Brittany. They met at the gym. They hung out for a little while.
Yeah.
Then she left the date and hadn't talked to him. Well, we got her on the phone, and she said that he was amazing.
Yeah.
That she liked everything about him. That she felt a strong connection. But that she also just got out of a relationship and was giving herself a year to be single before she got back into a relationship. So she wasn't ready to date yet, and he could contact her in 6 months.
Yeah.
And maybe they could go out again.
I mean, she had been engaged, and she said it was a messy breakup, and that it had been 6 months since they'd broken up.
Yeah.
But she did start out the description of the date saying it started as a pity date.
Yeah, she did say that. So
Weird. I believed her. I just thought, hey, she's
I did
sticking to her
too.
guns, you know.
I thought so too, and I was like, good for her for not caving if that's what she thinks she really needs.
But that is, it's an interesting wrinkle that I didn't think of.
Me neither.
I mean, maybe we were being naive.
I don't know what to think now.
Maybe we were being naive, or maybe our listening audience is very cynical.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also
And I appreciate that. Or just the world in general is like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's a line. Nobody waits that long before they get into a relationship. If they meet somebody they really like, you'll throw caution to the wind and you'll get back into a relationship. She's full of crap. She didn't like you.
Either that or it's just a really good explanation on why there's so many dysfunctional relationships out there, right?
That's true. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'll admit I've been drunk on a few dates in my time.
A few.
And it's always fun when you get really hammered and you like try to pick a fight with the waiter because you think he looked at you funny and they're kicking you out. You're like, I'm not that drunk. You can't kick me out of this place.
That sounds fun.
Kind of what happened to Bethany, who's on the phone with us right now. She got hammered on her first date.
Oh, Bethany.
Isn't that right, Bethany?
No, I did not get drunk. That's the whole point.
Yeah, right. I was reading your email. It sounds like you got wasted.
Stop. I did not get drunk.
Yeah, right. But you sound drunk right now, Bethany. I'm not going to lie.
No, I'm just a happy person.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you a little bit about your date. First of all, who's the guy that you want us to call today?
His name is Robert.
Robert. Okay. And what did Robert think about you getting absolutely faced?
I did not get drunk, okay?
All right.
We went wine tasting, and I mean, yes, I did swallow a couple of sips of wine.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
Right. But your email said that you think he might have thought you were drunk, and that's why he's not calling you back.
Yeah, because I got this, like, rampant case of the hiccups, and I could not get rid of them. I was trying to hold my breath, and I kept hiccuping, and I started laughing.
That sucks whenever you, even if you're drinking or not, just when you can't get rid of the hiccups. And that would be embarrassing on a first date.
Yeah. I mean, and we were in this, like, quiet room with a bunch of people, learning about these wines. And
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that you were wine tasting. So you got a bunch of snooty, I can taste, this one tastes very nutty. Meanwhile, you're in the corner hiccuping, throwing down glasses of wine, looking like the drunk in the room.
yeah, and I, like I said, I was giggling because, like, once you like, have that giggle bug and you cannot shake it, and then you're hiccuping on top of it, I was just, like, a crazy person.
Was he laughing with you, though? Because, I mean, it sounds like a funny situation.
At first, he was like, oh, my God, I can't believe, you have the hiccups, and, like, it was kind of a silly thing, but they would not go away. And I think that by the end of it, he thought that I was, like, really drunk. I mean, if you had seen, like, these sips of wine, like, there's no way, even if I had drank all of them, that I would have been wasted.
Up until the point when your hiccups started, how was everything going?
Great. I mean, he was just such a gentleman and very sweet. He's, like, exactly my type.
All right, what else happened on the date?
The crazy thing is, the whole time I had these hiccups, and then we were asked to leave.
What?
No way.
Yeah, like, the instructor was like, I'm sorry, because, you can't, like, be obnoxious and drunk, but I wasn't.
Are you lying to us about the drunk part? Are you sure you weren't wasted?
No, I wasn't wasted. No, not at all.
So they kicked you out of the wine tasting thinking that you were hammered.
When he actually said, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, it was the most humiliating thing. I mean, there have been times in my life where, like, I have been tipsy and I have been a little wild. I have never gotten asked to leave.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst part. When you get kicked out of
bad.
somewhere and you're not drunk. I've been kicked out of a place because they're like, hey, you were grabbing girls on the butt. And I was like, no, I actually wasn't. For once in my life, I wasn't doing that.
I was last
like,
time.
if you want to send me back in there, I will grab somebody on the butt so you can kick me out. It's worse when you haven't actually done something wrong and they kick you out.
Yeah, and I was trying to reason with the guy almost like, don't you see how this is like the most ridiculous situation? But he was just like very serious. Like, I take cheese and wine very seriously.
So they kicked you out of the wine tasting thinking that you were hammered. And what did he do after that?
It was kind of awkward because once we left, like, I didn't have hiccups anymore. So it was like, well, we could have gone back in, but then we couldn't because they kicked us out. So
Right.
he was just like thoroughly annoyed. And I could tell. But I was just kind of like trying to blow it off like, oh, man, like, what are the chances?
And how did everything end with him after your date was done? Did he say that he wanted to go out again?
No, I kind of gave it this like, oh man, how about we like give it another shot? You know, like just trying to blow it off. But he couldn't get out of there faster.
Oh.
So when we get him on the phone for your second date update, do you think that he's going to be open to going on another date with you?
I think if I can actually get through to him the honest truth that I was not drunk.
Okay.
I mean, I'm serious when I say, like, I get the hiccups. Like, if I eat spicy food, I'll get the hiccups. But it's not like, usually they'll go away.
So you need our help in pointing out to him that she actually wasn't drunk.
Right. Yes, please.
Have you tried to explain to him since your date?
I sent him a couple texts, but I didn't want to look like a crazy person.
And did he respond to anything?
No, he didn't.
You haven't heard a word from him.
No, I haven't since that night, since our parting hug.
All right. So he's obviously didn't like something about your date.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, get him on the phone, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, great.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The goal of today's second date update is to call a guy and convince him that his date wasn't absolutely hammered during their first date. Bethany, you about ready to give him a call?
Yes, I am.
All right, here's my advice to you. Before we make the phone call, get hammered right now.
Yeah.
Get as drunk as you possibly can. That way, when we get him on the phone, I can be like, see, this is how she sounds drunk. She wasn't drunk on your first date.
Well, don't you think that would decrease my credibility significantly?
It could, but it'd be fun for me.
That's all that matters.
If you're just tuning in, Bethany wants us to call this guy named Robert. They met online. They went to a wine and cheese tasting. She got a fit of hiccups, like halfway into the thing. And they ended up getting kicked out because the guy who was running it thought she might be drunk. And now she thinks that Robert isn't calling her back because she got hammered on their first date. So our goal is to call, get him on the phone, and convince him that you aren't a drunk mess. Are you ready to go, Bethany?
I am ready.
All right.
It's kind of ironic how a drunk mess is calling to convince somebody else. That
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You
Takes
called the
one
right
to know
place.
one.
If there's anybody that have had to do a lot of damage control after being drunk, it is me. So you called the right place, Bethany. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and hopefully get you a second date.
Great.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Robert, please?
Yeah, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, from where?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show? You are obviously a big-time listener, I can tell.
He's a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not at all, are you, Robert? Robert, we do a radio show in the morning from 6 to 10 every morning, Moving 92.5, and we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
All right.
Her name is Bethany. She told us about your date and also told us that you haven't been returning any of her phone calls after your date. So we said, hey, why not let us call Robert, see if we can get him on the phone and find out if you did something wrong.
Okay. That's weird.
I know it's kind of weird. Bethany did tell us that she thinks you might have thought that she was hammered. She told us about the hiccups, said that she got like a fit of laughter because of the hiccups, and then told us that you guys got kicked out of the wine tasting class because they thought she was drunk. Is that why you're not calling her back?
I mean, she was definitely tipsy. There's no question about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of that was good, but, you know, in between the jugs of wine she was drinking, she leaned over to me and said,
The instructor reminds me of my ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
No.
All right.
That's
Talking
never
about your
cool,
ex
dude.
during a first date. Talking about your ex during any date kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That's understandable,
It kind
Robert.
of sucked, but the weird part was the instructor was like 65 years old.
Really?
That is kind of a
Yeah.
funny thing.
I know. Yeah, you're like, what? You dating a 65-year-old? How does that guy remind her of her ex?
I didn't know if I should even ask, or even get into it, but this guy was wearing bifocals. He had a receding hairline.
You're like, so.
I said, what makes this guy remind you of your ex-boyfriend? And, this guy had a receding hairline, a pot belly. He wore bifocals.
Yeah.
And
You think she had like beer goggles on? And she's like, that guy is hot.
That Ben Franklin one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even know if I should even get into it any further, but she said my ex-boyfriend was 65.
She dated a 65-year-old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She left that out of her story, Robert.
Yeah.
How old is Bethany? Because Bethany sounds like she's a lot younger than 65.
I think she's 28 or something.
Jeez.
But the same vein, you got to, like, how are you judging somebody based on their ex? I get, like, bringing him up, but how does that affect you?
Well, it made me wonder, why is she on a date with me when she's had relationships with guys twice my age?
Yeah. Robert, why don't we ask her that? Because she's actually on the line listening.
Oh my gosh, you really, that was why you didn't call me back, was because you thought my ex-boyfriend was too old for me?
That was
ridiculous.
the turning point for me.
But it has nothing to do with you. I was there with you. Obviously, I'm not dating that person anymore, and we were having a good time before we got kicked out of the thing.
You're 28. I just didn't understand why you would even date someone twice your age. Just really weirded me out.
Well, it just happened. It wasn't like I set out to start dating older men. He was like a friend of the family, kind of.
That's worse.
So, Harrison Ford is, handsome, no matter how old he is. I didn't ask you about any of your exes because it didn't matter to me.
Yeah, and Robert, don't you have some crazy, stupid people that you've dated in your past that I'm sure if she found out about, she could judge you for?
I suppose, but they certainly were in my age range. So.
Yeah, none of them were about to collect Social Security.
Also, Bethany, you got to think you offered up that information. He wasn't necessarily asking.
Well, I guess I did. But it was just a funny thing. I was already laughing. I was already
Totally.
It was kind of like the instructor was getting mad at us and looking over his glasses at me. And I was kind of like that, ooh, he reminds me of my ex.
Oh, my God.
See, that's gross. I don't want to be thinking about 65-year-old dudes with walking canes and bifocals.
It wasn't like that. Like I said, he was just older, and I liked him, and I liked you. And so what's the problem?
Older is, maybe 40. I can understand that. But this guy was getting near retirement age. This guy is probably playing bingo on Wednesday nights or something. I don't know.
Oh, my God. I can't even. You have no idea. Age is just a number. It's just I like you. So it doesn't even matter.
Look, okay, I'm sorry. I can't help how I feel. I can't go out with a girl and, every time I look at her, I'm thinking of some old guy, some crotchety old guy. So,
well, that's your thing. If you're into old men, that's fine, but I choose the person. And besides, only old people go to wine and cheese things anyway, FYI. And have a good time. And, you're being rude and judging, so you did me a favor.
All right, fine by me. Good luck with your early bird specials.
I'm guessing that you guys don't want to go out on a second date based on that little conversation right there, but I still have to ask. Robert, would you like to go out with Bethany on a second date? I will pay for it.
No.
Okay. Bethany, would you still like to go out with Robert?
No, I'm going to find someone less judgy and a little more in my maturity range.
Yeah. Start right now. Here, the Elks Lodge has a bunch of dudes
yeah.
you could hang out with.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.